Here we have the second at-home push workout in our push-ups pathway. So we're gonna start in a push-up position, believe it or not. So this is a full plank, arms extended all the way out. You really wanna press hard through those arms. I would actually like to see Panda's like sort of rib area come up a little bit more so that her glutes are tight and her quads are tight and she's really holding that tight plank position. Here we have a little guest spot from her cat. So you're going to hold this for 60 seconds, which is quite a long time. If you need to take breaks in between, that's totally fine. The goal here is to really nail that tight push-up position so that it's easy to maintain when you're moving up and down. When you're done with that, you're gonna go to your band pull apart. So Panda's doing one here where she has her arms bent. You can do that, which turns on a little bit more of the upper arm muscles like the bicep and the tricep. If you really want to focus on your shoulder blades, which I would like, I'd like you to have your arms a little bit more straight so that your shoulder blades pulling in and down is the primary movement. That's what's getting the band to stretch, not so much the elbows sort of bending and flexing. Our big strength workout or exercise here is a pledge plank. So we're back up in that push-up position. This time we are working on tapping from one hand to the other on that opposite shoulder. Again, this is all about getting those muscles that hold that push-up position to feel really strong and stable. Panda is rocking from side to side, which is fine. She could probably widen her feet out a little bit more to keep that from happening. You don't want to be rocking so much that you're like flipping over into a side plank. So just keep that in mind as you do this movement. Now we're going to be moving into an alternating valve slide swimmer. So she's using bandanas on a wooden floor here. She's prone on the ground. Her chin is tucked, but her chest is sort of proud, which is what brings her head up off the ground. She's looking straight down and she's really reaching out with that arm, sliding it along the ground, and then turning on those muscles in her armpit to really draw it back down. This is not a particularly challenging exercise in terms of like a lot of resistance or a lot of weight. So you really want to focus on making sure that as you pull down, you're really getting those muscles to do the job that they're supposed to do. You can kind of see as Panda reaches out with her right arm that those muscles just underneath and behind her shoulder blade or her armpit are really popping. So that tells me that she's really using those muscles to like press into the floor and draw that arm back towards her. We're going to follow that up with a stability ball W raise. So Panda is drawing her elbows together with her fingertips pointed at the ground, which is one way that you can do it. You can also rotate your lower arms up so that your fingertips are actually pointing out away from you, like in the same direction your head is pointing, like an actual W shape, and squeeze your shoulder blades together that way. Either version is fine. And if you don't have a stability ball, you can just do it flat on the ground. And then we're going to move into our circuit. So this circuit is, as you might notice, very specific to roller derbies. So we have a band around our hips here. We're working on doing a single leg sort of plow movement with one leg at a time. If you don't have a band, you can do it without. We're working on stability and just the range of motion for that movement. We're going to move into a banded jump here. So this is for explosive and elastic movement, which is like learning how to hold your spot in space, which is really important for roller derby. So you want to be able to jump up with that band around your hips like Panda has and land in the same position, which she's doing. She's not allowing the band to pull her backward. And that's really what we're looking for here. Then you're going to turn around and switch. So now she's working her left leg plow position. If a plow position like out in front of you is really uncomfortable for your hip, just kind of tap it out to the side. I don't really give a shit what it actually looks like. We're just focusing on the stability of that standing leg here. So just do your best. And then we're going to move back into those banded jumps. These ones are sped up, obviously, so we're going to get to see Panda go really quickly. Just 5 of them, again, working on that elastic strength. And we're going to end the circuit by doing a quadruped shoulder taps. So Panda, you can see, is doing it here with her knees off the ground. She is rocking side to side quite a bit, so I might tell her maybe midway through to bring her knees down, which is an option as well, to have your knees down on the ground, especially if you have really wonky shoulders. You really have to press through your palms and get all of your shoulder muscles turned on. So not just your chest muscles in the front, but also the muscles underneath your armpits and along your back as well. And if you start to rock side to side when you get tired, it's not that big of a deal. Just do your best. So I hope you have an awesome training day.